Hey guys, this is Sim320 and today I'm going to do a Blu-ray review of The Thing, the prequel. Right, okay. I got this film on Friday and in the UK this film is actually out today. It's been out in the US for a couple of weeks now and it did get mixed reviews. I didn't see it in the cinema, unfortunately, but I just picked it up because I'm a huge fan of the first film. I've got it here on Blu-ray too. This is probably one of my favourite horror films of all time. I think it's definitely my top three. I'd probably class it as my best. I just enjoy it so much, and it's one of my favourite films. Probably the biggest, one of the films that scared me a lot when I was young. Of course, as an 18, but younger, I think I watched it when I was 7 or something. I was quite. I should be watching it, but I watched it on TV, and I was quite petrified from it, to be honest with you. Watching it at an early age too. And that's another thing as well. I'm going to talk about the age rating in this thing compared to this one. You would think these days films made back then are 18s, now they're 15s or even lower than 18. You think, is this film going to be good? So I'm going to talk about and review this film as best I can. And I warn you, there might be spoilers, but I'll try not to break it that easily. I'll try to break it in a wee bit of spent. Sorry, I've just got a bad cold. Anyway, back to this film. Okay, so the setting is basically just the same as the first one, basically, but as this is a prequel, as in the first film, they found this place, and it's like it's obviously there's people been there, but it's like there's stuff happened. There's key scenes where in this film you see, which are in this one as well, which I did love about this film, as they do like show like say a good scene where one of the guys, Joe Edgerton, I think the character is Carter, which does suspiciously just looks like Kurt Russell. Sort of, he does look like him, sort of, but obviously the beard is not as big as his in the original thing. He went for one of the creatures. He hit it with an axe, and it's on the door. And I remember in the first film, it showed you there was an axe on a door, and there was a scenes where they were trying to figure out who was one of the things by doing an experiment with blood, I think it was, and there's like it's kind of like a lot of chemistry sets and like big huge glasses and you know the sort of stuff they do in chemistry in this big lab kind of thing, in a room, and it's been like eventually it got destroyed and all that, and you do see it destroyed in this film, like they go through it, which is pretty cool. Plus the ice chamber where where the creature pops out of, they find an empty one in this film. I like how they did that. They had to do that for this film to show in the original, or the John Carpenter's version of the film, that they seen it, and of course it happened to them, and they went through it. The characters in this film, there was two girls in it, or two woman actors, sorry, which in the John Carpenter's thing, it was just all men. It was no women. So, but the one of the leading characters who played in this film, is it Mary Elizabeth Winstead? She played as the one of the main like woman roles. There was another one, but she dies quite or changes into the thing quite quickly during the film. So we don't get much. We don't get to know her much. There was Norwegian actors in this film as well. I think there was about three main ones, but there was some near the end, and like, well, you had to watch the credits. There was, which I'll talk about later. I won't ruin it, but it did add a wee bit more interest into it. There was different languages. Well, Norwegian they were speaking as well to each other and that. There was like the trust. They weren't trusting people like during the story, and you're going through when people are changing the thing. Of course, you wouldn't trust a lot. You wouldn't be thinking a lot during that time because you were thinking, is he the thing or something like that. Just in the same one as well, John Carpenter's. They were all thinking it near the same as well. Uh, you do see more stuff in this film than you didn't see in the second one, or the John Carpenter's film. Sorry, you didn't see the spaceship. You didn't. You did see the spaceship, but in this one it was like underground. It was covered by ice, so you did see more detail in it. In the end, the leading character of the woman, and John Edgerton, or Carter's character, did go in the spaceship. I won't tell you what happened in it, but yeah, it's quite interesting when they go in it. They did use quite a bit of CGI in this film. I did watch the special features and they showed you how they made the creatures. It was pretty impressive. But I think for me the CGI was a bit too much. There's some certain scenes where you can tell it was definitely just, it made it look more CGI than what it really looked like. Because for me, guys, I don't know. I'm not that old. I'm only 20, but I do like my old styled films, and back then they didn't use CGI, and it just, okay. It looks. Some people might think it looks really bad compared to this one that's up to date, more up to standards for the films and all that. But it just made it look more scary when it was back then, when with no CGI and it was all this makeup and models and puppeteer and all. It just made it look so. It made it look even more scarier. I wasn't really scared by this film, but there was a good scene where when they found a creature was two-faced, you seen the creature, well, the thing, like almost involved with each other into this two-faced kind of thing. That was pretty intense. It was kind of creepy as well. But yeah, the thing in this was not too bad. There was some certain designs, but uh, as a whole, I did enjoy how they did leave the certain like scenes from the John Carpenter's film, like in this, when when they found the guy with the what do you call it, the shaver on his hand, because obviously it looked like he sliced his throat. How they kept it in this one, how he died, and they found him in this one. I just like how they've done that. So yeah, guys, there's not much else I can say about this film. The acting was pretty decent. There wasn't a lot of people I knew, to be honest with you. The John Edgerton, Carter's character, that was the only, and that the lead character. I think I've seen her in a film as well, but I can't remember which film it was. The character was, well, the actor, sorry, was Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I think I do know her from a couple of films, but I'm trying to remember. But John Edgerton, I've definitely seen him in a lot of films. So, but yeah, guys, this film, I'd probably give it a recommendation. If you're a fan, you need to see it just to give your review on it. But for me, nothing can probably beat John Carpenter's The Thing. That's the film for me. It's going to be one of my favourite horror films of all time, put it that way. But this is not a bad film. I did unbox them, guys. I'll take it out to show you. It comes with slipcover. There's no steelbook in the UK shops, but you can buy it through you can probably buy it through Europe, like Germany and France have got their own steelbook, and the US. Nice artwork, and just some pamphlets in there about the digital copy and all that sort of thing. So yeah. But overall, guys, I'd probably have to give this film an 8 out of 10. Just the CGI is a wee bit too much for me, and I just prefer the first one. So yeah, guys. But thanks for watching this review, guys. I hope you did enjoy this. If you want anything else you want to know about this film, just give us a comment. I hope I didn't try not to ruin it that much for you. I wanted to wait. Some people wanted to wait to see the film instead of just me telling you a whole thing. So, but I hope I never spoiled it for you guys. So, guys, thanks for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, I got an 8 out of 10. Some decent acting, some good characters, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy it if you see it. And again, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and commenting. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.